before 9/11, and this guy comes in on a glider and slams into an outdoor event like this, outdoor event. Everyone thought, well, that's what it would take. You're safe here unless something crazy like that happens. Now no one will look at events like this the same way, Kaya.
No, and I mean, I moved back to my hometown, from Los Angeles to build a show here. So I'm literally in pre-production of a show here. I'm not in the show, it's my creation, and I'm thinking in my mind, how are we going to hold our city together? How are we going to show America, just like Orlando, just like 9/11, that we're going to rise up and not allow this to affect our town? Because this is a town, as much as everyone feels it's a city, it's a town.
Well, just keep in mind, you look at New York City, the whole thing was rubble, all those lives lost. It's rebuilt, we're stronger than ever. You guys will do the same thing.
Yeah, it might affect tourism for a little while, but it'll come back together eventually.
All right.
That's right.
Kaya, thank you very much for telling us what happened.
Yeah, God bless you, Kaya. We're
Yeah,
glad
thank
you're
you.
okay.
God bless you guys.
Hey,
Thank you.
Dan Bongino is still with us down in Florida as he looks in at what happened last night, 10 o'clock local time in Las Vegas. Dan, the latest news out of Las Vegas is that apparently, the guy had the 8 guns, the shooting platforms. He had a camera set up so he could know when the cops got there, when they opened the door. And the reason they were able to figure out what room it was he had fired off so many rounds, the smoke detector went off, so they knew exactly what room it was. But as soon as they got to the door and they set off the explosion, he was dead inside. He apparently had killed himself. So this really was a suicide mission, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it speaks to an extensive level of planning involved before the attack. I mean, this was not some quick emotional break where a guy on the casino floor lost money and just lost it. This was a guy who clearly had thought this out. Think about it, right? This was 1,000 feet plus from the location in the Mandalay to the actual event. You have to sight that out in advance to get some kind of a sight line. When we were Secret Service agents, that was the first thing you would do, is you would go to where the president's standing, and you immediately look up in 360 degrees, and you say, who's looking down on us? It says to me that we may find out later during this investigation that he may have gone there in advance and done some scouting of the location. It's not the kind of thing you would just show up on game day and have some random emotional break. He clearly thought this through in advance.
Yeah.
Now that we've gotten so much more information about this guy, even though there's so much more to know, what else can you tell us about what you put together that put you on this case?
Well, right now, we're speaking from a place of conjecture. We're trying to gain as much empirical evidence that we can moving forward. We have a shooter that was shooting from 3 football fields away. And so, of course, this is someone that cased it, or he visited this location on numerous times. What I would do, one, is I would check with the local police to see that, because apparently he was someone that was known to law enforcement. If he was arrested, who did he contact? Who were his cellmates? I want to sit down and I want to interview those people. In addition to that, I want to find out the time where he purchased these weapons from. Who did he come in contact with? Because I have a gut feeling that a lot of these weapons were purchased illegally.
Does he hate country music? Does he hate the American people? Does he hate Las Vegas?
Not only that, we just want to know the overall circumference of where his comings and goings were, and we want to speak to each and every one of those persons. Because right now it appears to be a lone wolf attack, but we want to find out if there were other people that fall within that sphere that had intelligence that they should have given law enforcement. If that's the case, those people need to be prosecuted as well.
Darren, does it tell you that perhaps he was just interested in going out in a blaze of glory in his twisted mind, where he was above 30,000 people, and he knew he could kill a lot of people?
That's a possibility, but I want to know what his ideology was. What was the reason why he chose this venue as opposed to going to the Thomas Mack Stadium and killing people over there? It goes back into his personal contacts over a period of time. In addition to that, shooting ranges. I want to know where he went to prepare for this assault. There are shooting ranges in this area where he may have had to sign or pay a fee to go into. I want to know those places that he went to.
I got an email from a friend who said that there are apparently shooting ranges in Las Vegas where you can operate fully automatic weapons.
You can do a lot.
But you have to take in consideration the state of Nevada is an open carry state.
Yeah.
You can carry weapons in the city of Las Vegas openly. However, the casinos prohibit you from entering the properties with
You know
a
what's
weapon.
sad, Darren?
So,
When we woke up this morning, like 3 a.m., there were 2 people that were dead. Then they had a press conference when we were all getting ready for the show. 20 people dead. Then they have a press conference while we were in the middle of the first hour of this show. 50 people dead. It's been, what, 2 hours, hour and a half since we've had the last
the
press
numbers are
conference?
progressively increasing.
And I do have an interview to share with you. Evidently, the shooter's brother has spoken out. His name is Eric Paddock. He said that, quote, something happened to make his brother Stephen kill these people. Eric said there was absolutely no indication he could do something like this, and said that Stephen had no political or religious affiliation. He said he was just a guy. Something happened. He snapped or something. We have absolutely no idea. Our condolences go to all the victims. We know absolutely nothing about this. He said, our family's okay. We're sitting here in our house hoping that everyone doesn't attack us. My mother is 90, lives down the street, was just completely dumbfounded. You can imagine how this affected her.
And it goes back to his social network. His family may not have been apprised of what his this violent outtake in terms of what he did was, but his social network, meaning the people who he was arrested with, who he connects with socially on social media via cell phone, that would provide a more telling definition as to who he is and why he did this.
Darren, we have someone on the phone with us. He's an Army reservist. His name is Colin Donahue. He returned from Iraq, from a war zone, to witness this shooting at the Las Vegas Strip. It's interesting, Colin, thank you for joining us, that you go over there to protect our country. You come home and this happens to you. What were your thoughts? What did you witness?
To be honest, it was very interesting. Like, I don't know what to say. It all happened so quickly that when shots were fired, the first round, the first volley, nobody did anything, and then the second volley, everybody dropped. And for me, I was like, okay, so what's happening? I couldn't put it all together. So once everybody started ducking for cover, I looked around, I'm like, okay, so, oh crap, this is actually happening.
Right.
So I started pushing people out, and I said, all right, let's go, you need to go here. And then people started taking off, and then we started taking care of those who were injured. There were a lot of people, and it gives me chills because there's nothing I can do because I'm not a doctor, but you have a lot of people around there that were helping out.
Absolutely, you were a responder. Colin, stand by. We've just got some more new video in of the moment the shooting started. Listen to this. Can you imagine? Colin, you're a vet. Had you ever been in a live fire situation like this before?
No, sir. When we had a little bit up towards Mosul, but nothing comparatively. That was the worst thing you could. Words can't describe what was going on at the time, and there was nothing I could do. And so we just, personally, I just started going after and making sure people were okay. I was on a search and rescue team.
Yeah, that really says something, that Mosul, not as bad as Las Vegas for you.
Yeah, no, I can tell you that this was a horrible experience, and I was on a search and rescue team back in 2012, and I just did what I was supposed to do and what I was trying to do, and I was trying to take care of people.
You know, Colin, terrorists don't think about how their actions affect other people. And this guy, police are saying he's not a terrorist, clearly crazy and evil to be able to do something like this. It just